Hi guys, how are you doing? How was your day? My day was okay. I'm just from church. So from work, I went directly to church and yeah. So I've uploaded the video. I don't know why it's taking long to upload. There's going to be a video up soon, very, very soon. I don't know how long it's going to take because I feel like there's some few changes that YouTube has done and I haven't uploaded in a very long time, so I do not know what's going on. But then yeah, it's just saying pending something. Yeah, so yeah, let's just wait for it to upload, but then as we wait we can record something else. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to explain how I've grown up, my growing up, how it's been, my experience. Is this phone moving? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, hope it's going to work here. Hopefully. I pray it doesn't move. But anyway, yeah, I just want to talk about how I've grown, my experience, childhood experience until death. Growing up, wow. Okay, I hope this goes well. I've tried, by all means. What's going on behind there? You don't want to know. You do not want to know. Okay, yeah, so I want to talk about how I've grown up, my experience as a child, how my childhood has been until date. I just felt like it's going to be a part of my story because many of the times I love to record information that I'm going to look back at and be like, oh, okay, that's good. That's not bad at all, actually. So yeah, I'm that type. Like, I love to record information so that I can look back at it and yeah, just refer to it or yeah, anything of that nature. So yeah, I don't really remember much of my childhood though, but then the few glimpses and bits of what I can remember, I would definitely highlight and inform you. So growing up it was very calm. Yeah, it was calm. My environment was calm. There wasn't really so much complications and intensity, I don't know how I can, yeah, but intensity, like so much going on and whatnot. It was very, very calm, my growing up as a child. Yeah. I remember most times, my mom brought us to the Lord like a while back. Me growing up, I think from the bits that I can remember, second grade, I remember we used to do Bible study. Would sit, have our Bible study, and yeah, from there I slowly, began to know who the Lord is. Slowly began to understand and the Holy Spirit, and things like that. So yeah, growing up was very peaceful, to be honest. It was very peaceful. But then, of course, growing up as with a single mom, there's definitely challenges attached to that. One thing I would love to thank my mom for, you guys. She made sure we went to private schools regardless of how her finances were at that particular moment. But then she told us to say, I will make sure I take you guys to the best schools. Yeah, so she did just that. We went to some of the best schools, actually. I think at some point, I actually personally decided, no, I actually want to go to a government school. I want to have that experience, being at a government school. I don't know why. I don't know where that thought was. I feel like it was peer pressure. When you're like from going into grade 9. Yeah, going into grade 9. A lot of my friends, I think, were going into like government schools and stuff. So I thought, but why? I also need to go to a government school. I also want to be at a government school. So I persuaded her. I went to one particular government school and yeah, didn't go well. It really didn't go well. So back to where we came from. So yeah, school wasn't that bad, even though I really had academic challenges here and there. But then I really thank God, because honestly, you know how it is. Like if it's at a private school, they'll pay good attention and they'll try to make you understand as much as possible. You know, we're not so many in a class. So yeah, it really wasn't that bad. Yeah, that's one aspect of how it's been growing up. And the other aspect is financially, like, you know, when it comes to food and stuff and whatnot. My mom tried her level best. I really truly appreciate that woman. Like, you know, looking back now, this is when I'm actually like understanding most of the sacrifices that she made for us, just to ensure we were on track and, you know, we were surviving somehow, somewhere. Yeah, she really sacrificed, and I really do appreciate that woman. Lord bless her soul. Like, she's the best. Like, many other times, you guys, like, it used to be so difficult, especially when it came to providing for food. Of course, we used to have like everything, like breakfast, lunch, supper. There's never a time that we missed any meal. But then there are just times when the food was not maybe enough, you know, to take us through the entire month, or, you know, something of that nature. So many other times, like, we would maybe have bread 2 days straight. We're just having bread, and there's probably no juice to have it with. There used to be no tea bags to have it with. So you just be having it with water and sugar, zigoro. Yeah, we would go like 2 days straight. Just that you can imagine, on sugars for 2 days. Like, some probably will probably like that because it's sweet stuff and just too young. You know, most of the times young kids love such nice sweet stuff. Like, who doesn't? But then it would get to us, because we used to have like some days where we would like go straight sugar with bread, plain bread, nothing, literally nothing on the bread. Come back expecting her to come with something, and there's literally nothing. So you still have to have that bread and sugar. Guys, the thought of it is just something else. But yeah, we still made it. We still survived. Hello. Yeah, and also there are times when I think her budget would be so limited. Of course, she probably had to pay our school fees, and school fees was so expensive, it being a private school. So she would budget, like, for example, maybe for us to have maybe relish to take us until the month end, it was probably a high cost. You know, coming to understand the things now, it was probably a high cost. So we used to have very weird relishes, you guys. I remember there's a time she came with like a plastic. So this plastic had this might be a bit embarrassing, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, she would come home like with a plastic of, you know, a gizzard, right? A gizzard in the intestine. Now that can we do part? There's a gizzard here, and then there's the intestine this side, right? That middle part, that part there, I don't know what it's called, but they sell them separately. Those things are sold separately. So those are the things that mom would come with as relish. She would come with those to my small pieces, and then she would come with intestines that we like needed to clean and whatnot. Then she would come with necks. She can, guys, the struggles. But anyway, she would come with necks. She would come with chicken skin. Yeah, just for relish, like not necessarily a full chicken, a full whole chicken. No, just those parts. Like, let's speak a little bit of some of the chicken parts, like the chicken legs and things like that. So yeah, those would be meals. And to be honest, at that point, I feel like it was okay. That's the thing. Like, it was fine. Like, it was okay to have that part, the gizzard and the intestine. It was okay to have that part as relish. It was okay to have 3 necks on your plate as relish. it was okay to have 3 feet on your legs, 3 feet on your plate, 3 chicken feet on your plate as relish. It was fine. Like, we used to stay next to a neighborhood they were doing well. They always had good food and whatnot. But come on. Okay. Are you moving? Okay. So I don't think there's ever a point where I would like crave or envy what the foods and types of foods that these guys used to eat. Nah. They would probably offer, would eat, but not necessarily to the extent where, oh my goodness, I can't wait for them to have their lunch so that I can dig in also. No, it wasn't to that extent. I feel like we're very content. Mom led us to being extremely content. And then, there were times also when there was like literally nothing, you guys. No skin for chicken, no gizzard, middle part, no intestine, no relish, literally no relish. We only have vegetables. And then those vegetables also, they had to stay long. So this is how my mom started doing the relish. It was so weird in the beginning actually, but healthy. So the rape, right? Like a full rape leaf, and then we've got those tuma stems, the tuma trees, the tuma sticks. Yes, you understand. So mom would cut those the stems, the whatsoever they're called. She would cut them off and make that as relish separately, right? That would be relish on its own. Like, she would cut those things that people actually usually throw. That is what we would eat as relish, you guys. Like, we would cut those small little pieces, cut tomatoes, cut onion, and put some green pepper. Is this thing moving? Okay, yeah, so we'll do that, like cut, and put that aside with your nshima. That's about it. Then the next day, you have the rest of the leaf. Just, that's taken you like 2 days of a meal, right? Others would do that like just in a meal, because majority of the people usually throw out those tuma stems. Yeah. So that would be relish, you guys. And then at school, because knowing that mom wanted to make sure we had best schools and whatnot, sometimes we wouldn't go with, tuma manis, like those tuma manis. And you know how it is when you're at a private school and you've got friends that are always coming with tuma little somethings. It used to be a little bit, it used to bother us a little bit, but not as much. It used to bother us, to be honest, but then I think we eventually got over it. Like, we used to eat, Yeah. Going to school, the foods that would carry, most of the times we used to cook. Yeah, most of the times we would cook, maybe rice, rice with sugar. For breakfast, you maybe like have that what are those tuma things? A katoi drink. I would have a katoi drink and like a biscuit, things like that. Not necessarily having like full breakfasts that those kids used to come with full breakfast, banana, like got fruits there. We've got some tuma eggs, shanshani. No, ours was very simple, and yeah, that's how it was. That's how we literally like the entire time. But there are times when we used to get spoiled, to be honest. I won't lie. Like, we'll get maybe 10 kwacha or more. In those days, 10 kwacha or more was quite a lot of money. It's not even a long time ago. That's busy saying those days. It's not even a long time ago. But yeah, the days we would get spoiled, and we would enjoy ourselves, buy those little somethings and whatnot. So yeah, it was quite an interesting journey as a child growing up. Another element that I want to bring out is how I grew up. Charity begins at home. So my growing up, right? Let me just say this. With mom, let me just say from second grade up until maybe 10th, 11th grade there, mom was always busy. Like, we barely like sat and had like some, just some time with mom. we barely had such times because she was very busy, first of all, with work, and then not only that, church. My mom would like literally knock off from work, go to church. Majority of the times, I remember, now that I've grown, I always tell her, Mom, like, when we were growing up, you were barely there. Like, majority of the times you were at church or at work, but of course she explained so that, and now I understand why she used to go through all that just to ensure, we are catered for. It's a long story, but yeah. So the only times that I remember we would have like some gatherings or just sitting together is when we would have Bible study. We would have Bible study. After Bible study, everybody goes to their spaces. She goes to her room. She continues doing her Bible study, and I feel like she still does that until date. I would also go back to my room. My brother goes back to his room. Everybody just goes back to their room. So there wasn't really like much of a social life, even within ourselves though. Like it was a little bit, that's been my growing up. My growing up hasn't been like loud and all over the place because I was so limited to going places because mom never allowed, you guys. Like, grade 12 graduation? My mom would never allow for me to attend such an event. So I was very disappointed, you guys, because I was looking forward to attending that event, but then I didn't attend that event. And the other time that I remember us like be gathering and like having some sort of good time together as a family was on my birthday. I think that must have been my 16th birthday if I can remember well. We went to Manda Hill and it was fun. I don't know what restaurant did we go to. I can't really remember the restaurant we went to, but it was fun. Like I remember we went with two other kids from the neighbors, and then me, my mom, and my brother. So yeah, we had a really great time. Those are some of the memories that I can remember in those ages. Some of the memories that I can remember that we were together and having a good time, having quality time together. Unfortunately, all those good pictures were stolen, but yeah, those were some of the times. So yeah, I was very preserved growing up, you guys. I was extremely preserved, and most people say, no, but you should have experienced life then, because when you grow up, that's when you're going to feel like you need the desire to experience and blah 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 blah. But to be 100% honest, I'm okay with the way I am. Like boring, dry, shani, mention it. I'm very much okay with the way I am, to be honest. This is the way God meant for it to be. So I'm okay with the way I am at the moment. So there's another thing that I want to highlight, you guys. Now this one really took me off. Like, okay. So, growing up, like I said, mom always made sure we went to private schools. So I feel like financially she was strained a bit when it came to providing certain things, especially in their house. So she used to buy things one, like, let's buy detergent. Oh, this is finished. Let's buy this. Oh, sugar is done. Oh, let's buy this. Cooking oil is done. Oh, let's buy it. Things like that. So when I went to Namibia in 2012, so you must bear in mind that I've never, ever, ever in my entire life literally gone shopping with my mom. Never. So I don't even know what the budget is like. I just see, oh, we've got cooking oil today. Okay, fine. Yeah, So I went to Namibia and, I was at my cousin's place. And there we usually buy things in advance, literally buy for an entire month. So I went with them at some point. They went to buy groceries for the house. You guys, I was shocked. I told this to my mom, I think the second or third year after, when I came back to Zambia, after having some of the experiences I had in Namibia. I was like, Mom, I was shocked. The way the people buy their stuff in bulks. Me, that was that was very strange to me. Like, buying things in bulks, where are you getting that money from? Buying 4 or 5 sugars, cooking oil, what? Like, and everything at a go. And then you're looking at the till, you're looking at, that's how much all these things have costed. I was shocked. I was like, I have never experienced month-end shopping, you guys. Never. That was the first time ever in my life experiencing month-end shopping. I was like, okay, this is actually quite interesting, because yeah. And there also I learned quite a lot when I was in Namibia. Like, I learned different types of foods of which I never experienced, when I was back home here in Zambia. The foods that we were eating, just going out, going out. Till date, you guys, take me out, I'm going to look for the cheapest thing on the menu. I know, it's so embarrassing. Like, I still have that mentality. Like, it's still there. I won't look at the food, I'll be looking at the price. I was like, oh, what's the cheapest? The phone is holding on to dear life. It's really holding on to dear life. But yeah, we can do this. So yeah, I still have that mentality of having to, but there, like, you choose whatever you want. You choose on your menu. You choose, this is your meal. Like, don't strain yourself or don't limit yourself. Pick whatever you want. So that for me was so strange. Like, going out weekends. Oh, let's go for what? Let's go for Bryce. Let's go. What is this? What is this? All those things were so foreign. Like, out of the blue. So just wake up, pack up, let's go to Swakopmund. I'm like, this is very interesting, actually. So I began to learn quite a number of things when I was that side, actually, in Namibia. I really learned a lot of things. So I was telling Mom some of the experiences and, the things. And then she was like, my dear, the reason why it's been like that is because of this. This is how it was. These are the challenges that I was having in the time. And I couldn't explain to you guys because by then you were young. But then, on the other hand, also, even though we were going through all that, personally, I didn't feel the difference because there wasn't so much of comparison, because we never used to visit much, like, family and all that stuff. We never used to. So there wasn't any, like, chance or opportunity for comparison. Nah. So it was normal. Like, it was literally normal. There wasn't anything of, like, you couldn't tell the difference anyway. So for me, my difference was when I went to Namibia and started experiencing some of these things, and then I get back home, I'm like, this is what they do. Like, how? They just wake up one weekend, oh, guys, come, let's gather together. We're having a braai this weekend. Oh, let's do this. Things like that. For me, that was very strange, like, really, really strange. But now I'm used to it. I got used to it, actually. But now we're back to square one. We're back to square one. Zambia, my dear, we don't do nothing. We don't do nothing. But yeah, I really thank God. My growing up was really calm and peaceful, and not so much of anger issues, shouting at each other, what, no. So for me, when I see or just experience people or just observe people in such situations, it really traumatizes me. Like, it genuinely traumatizes me, you guys. I get traumatized, like, when I see people shouting at each other, like, just doing the most cruel things to each other. It gets to me, like, whoa. I remember there's a time I was in Namibia, right? Of course, me growing up that doesn't know literally anything, if I may say. Whatsoever I learned or knew it was so limited, you guys. It was so limited. Poor me. It was so limited. So yeah, there's a time I was at church, you guys, in Namibia. I was at church. I like using you guys. I think I should put to my timers of how many times I use you guys. But anyway, you guys are you guys. So I was at church, and then one of our church members, right? That's in Namibia. We're done with church. Usually, like, youth would remain just to have fun, interact, and all that good stuff. So one of the youth guys is passing, very upset. Like, he was angry, you guys. I've never seen him that angry. And this is someone, I think he was an usher. Yes, he must have been an usher, that guy. he was passing with a golf stick, literally going to beat people out there. I was traumatized. From then onwards, you guys, I was so scared of this guy. I was really. And for the rest, like the rest of my Namibian fellow friends, no, that's normal. And I'm like, no, I'm never going to interact with this person. This is his behavior. So that's how some of us were. Like, literally, for them it was so normal, but me, it really played with my mind. Like, yo, So yeah, some of these experiences were quite interesting when I got to start learning them. So my childhood, it was smooth, you guys. No traumatic moments, no, like, going back, like looking at some of the I don't know, like I was saying, like looking at some of the things that, like, bad words that people would try to, maybe say towards me, it never really had an impact, you guys. I don't know. I really do not know what it was. Because I've had a number of aunties say certain negative words and whatnot. It's just now that I'm at this stage of life that I'm understanding and knowing what exactly these people meant at that time. But then it never, ever got to me to say, how dare you say such things and things like that, like, it just never, like, you say stuff, I'll probably laugh, even if it's something very negative, you guys. Like, I think I used to laugh at literally everything. Laugh it out. Like, oh, you just say that, okay. That's how I was. But now I tell you, come home. So yeah, for those of you that do not understand me, this is how I am. I am very, very preserved. I don't know what to do, like, to undo all this. I really don't know what to do, because for me, this is how I've grown. Like, I've learned to know that I'm very antisocial. Like, I am very awkward around people, you guys. I am literally the most awkwardest person around people. That's the major challenge that I have, and I do not want to experience that awkwardness. I would rather be in my own zone and just do me, So I'm very preserved, and I don't like being in environments where it's like negative vibes and like, nah. If you are that type, many other times, like, people come to me and say, oh, this person was saying this and this and that and that. Oh, they say this and this about you and all that stuff. And I'm that type of person, right? If someone comes to me and tells me certain information about me that this particular person was talking about with them, I usually like to get both sides of the story. So usually when someone tells me whatsoever information it is, be it good or bad, I'll be thinking to myself, but then what was that other particular person really saying? Like, did they really mean it in this way? Or or maybe did this person understand it in a different way? Things like that. Many other times, like, literally, honestly speaking, that's how I am. Like, I remember once, right? There's a time I was with one of my friends, and they told me very, very, very vital information, very, very important information. But then I still remember telling her to say, yes, I've gotten that information, but then I still have to go to that particular person and just get their side of the story. Yeah, so that's me. That's my growing up. So that's why it's quite difficult for me to socialize, family, friends. I've heard a lot of my family members complaining, some saying I love myself too much, but then they don't understand. Like, why say such? You don't understand. You probably don't understand, or you don't know me. No, you know me. Okay, I don't know what I meant to say, but then I just feel like most people do not understand the reason why, certain people are behaving a certain particular manner or in a way. It's our growing up. For me personally, it's my growing up. Like, this is how I've grown up. I honestly wish it was different in some way, for me to socialize. And guys, when I hear of any like social yeah, when I hear of any social gathering, my first thought, it just has to be an excuse not to go to that event. Not that I hate the people and I don't care for the people. That's how it seems, and that's how it usually looks like. Like, you literally do not care. You're like, why would you not want to come for this and this event? Like, it's so important, you know. It's just in the head, it's in the mind, like it's tuned there. You know, I don't even think about it. Like, it just comes, oh no, da 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 da. But then, you know, growing up now and understanding certain things, now I know some people will be like, no, but why does she behave like that? Why is she so choosy? Oh, you don't communicate. You only communicate with this and this and this. Hey, you love yourself. You know, I've heard really, really bad comments regarding me with, you know, the way I am and the way I've grown up. But guys, it is what it is. If I change, I'm pushing myself. I'll probably be pushing myself if I really, really change, and I'm pushing myself out of that comfort zone just for me to adjust. And yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, we need to socialize with people. We need to, you know each other, understand each other, and, you know, things like that. And, you know, majority of the time people be thinking, this one is probably consistently communicating with her mom like on a daily basis and stuff. Nope. My siblings, nope. Not at all. Once in a blue moon. But when we talk, we really catch up. Like, we catch up to the max. But then it's not like on a daily basis. Nah, I won't lie. It's not on a daily basis. It's that bad. But yeah, it is what it is. This is where God has brought us. So that's been my childhood. Very calm, very peaceful, So I think I always try to maintain that by being alone. I feel like that's the only way I can experience that. Because once you go out there, it's, oh, this said what, this said shan, and that's what I do not want. Just that. Or maybe sometimes people are just there minding their own business and whatnot. I just feel like people are thinking certain things about me. That's the thing. Like, they're not even thinking, but then here I am busy thinking. They're thinking certain things about me. So I usually get rid of such things also. So yeah, it's that bad. It's really that bad. I feel like it's something that I need to work on if I really want to, like, get with people, socialize with people. But then at the end of the day also, I would love it if people understood me. Like, just try to understand me. Not understand me, what I'm trying to say is not understand me to the extent that you just leave me just like that carelessly. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but then it's that extent of, oh, okay, this particular person behaves in a certain manner because of this, but then maybe we can try do this and this and this, or yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing. Each side needs to put an effort for us to, like, meet halfway. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's been my childhood, and I really loved it. I'm so grateful to my mom for all that she has done, for bringing us up until this age. It wasn't an easy one, but yes, she made it, and I'm so proud of her. I am super proud of her. She's a champion. She's a winner. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for all the people that actually, like, would motivate me, like, got me out of certain comfort zones. Of course, the people that pushed me out, they were like, no, Vanji, you're too much. So I have such family members and friends that helped me come out of some comfort zones, some shells, you know. I experienced and learned a lot. So yeah, I'm grateful. Yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day, and God bless you.